Hey guys, we got the Hut Champs going and we need to build a team and we need to find out what the best cards are. So I'm going to show you what some of the best cards are for cheap. We're not going to go after the 96s. We're not going to go after the 86s. We're not going to go after the massive cards because if you have the coins, go get them, play your best, have some fun. But I want to do this event for what it is, and we're going to use the icon base players. We're going to try to stay cheap and get our 10 wins to try to get our 97 Dave and Chuck. So I'm going to go show you the cards that I've been using. I'm going to show you my team, how it's built, and what cards I think are must-haves for this event, staying under the 82 overall to keep things cheap. But let's get into it, guys. I hope you do enjoy it. If you do, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget the sub, notification bell down below. But budget team, this is it. So here we go, guys. We got Marcel Dion, Matt Sundin, Sill, Gardner, Modano, Robitaille, Fleury, Pierre, Howard Chuck, Craig, Thomas Dean, and Don. And then on defense, you have to have Zdeno Chara, guys. He's an absolute must. You're going to spend 20K on him, but he's an absolute must. Buka Boom, a coin, Kevin Lowe, Rick, and Charlie Huddy. And then in net, Roberto Luongo. I had Ron Hextall in net because he was cheaper than Luongo, but Hextall's absolute poop. And I think the best way to go is Roberto Luongo. There is a 6'5" goalie that I will show in this video. He is being used by a lot of people if you can get your hands on him, but he's going to be a lot of coins. So let's go over some of the cards that I think are must-haves, and then some sneaky cheaper cards that I think you should go pick up if you want to, do the best you can do to make this team as cheap as possible and still give yourself a good chance at winning games. So I'm going to start with the biggest goalie you can get in the icon base cards, and that is going to be Zach here. He is Minnesota Wild alumni, not Minnesota North Stars alumni, Minnesota Wild alumni. If you're looking for him, here he is, 6'5". Like I said, he is the biggest goalie, so finding him has been hard, but if you can find him, he's probably going to be a lot of coins, as you see here. It's unfortunate, but he is the biggest goalie you can get your hands on. Now, Jay Bouwmeester is a solid option, 6'4", 86 speed, 85 defensive awareness. He comes with, defensive defenseman and shrug it off, so he is a solid option. But when it comes to solid options, they come to massive prices. So what I'm going to be trying to find you guys is cards that are as good as this Jay Bouwmeester on defense and cards that are as good as the Mike Gardner on offense, but who you can get for cheaper. One option that everyone should be looking at is Gonchar. He has 87 speed, 84 defensive awareness. His synergies and abilities, it's not something we're going to be. If you can build a team with some synergies, good. Hopefully you can, but this is a guy that needs to be on your team whether his synergies fit or his abilities are good. 87 speed at an 81 overall, guys. That's going to help you out while this event's going on. Now, one good bonus is he's got more speed than Bouwmeester. Bouwmeester was 30,000. This card you can get for 14 to 15,000 coins. 81 overall. I know that sounds aggressive paying that kind of coin, but you're doing this to have fun in a different type of event and to try to get yourself a 97 overall card. This card is going to help you do that. Now, a good right-hand option, there's actually two of them. One, you got Zubov, and another one, you got Dan Boyle. Dan Boyle's 5'11" with 85 speed, and Zubov is 6'1" with 86 speed, so you can pick which one you can get there. Whichever one you can get for cheaper, go at that one, but here's some good options for your right side. Zubov, you're going to have to wait and see how that market shakes out. There's only one up. And then Boyle, there's a couple up, and it looks like 11,000 is currently his cheapest. But, if you're patient, maybe you can find one for cheaper, or if you're trying to get this done. Because remember, guys, the faster you get this done, the faster you can list these cards and try to sell them to make coins back while other people head into the weekend, right? Because you got people that can't play this week that go into the weekend and they're going to get it done on the weekend. If you can get your games done before the weekend, you can relist these cards and hopefully get your coins back, or at least, minimize the damage. So Boyle, not a bad option. 35 minutes here. You might be able to get him for 6K, but you got one here for 12,000. I will stay firm on my position that you need Zdeno Chara in this event, this contest, whatever you want to call it. You need Zdeno Chara, in my opinion. I got him for 19,000. It looks like the cheapest one up right now is 25,000. Like I said, get on this before the weekend because people are going to start putting them up for more expensive as more people buy them, right? As more people are getting into the weekend, getting ready to do this event, more people are going to buy them. More people buying them, less cards on the market, they go up in value. So I would say if you can, get them, get the event done, put them back up. But Zdeno Chara, I think, is a card that's a must. He's massive, and not to mention he's a massive out there, but he's got 84 speed, so he's not holding you back. And 85 defensive awareness. He picks up pucks. He's got shutdown. He's got everything. Get this card. It is a difference maker. Now, I did say that Mike Gardner is an unreal card. He is an unreal card. He's got 94 speed, and you're going to pay for him, right? You're going to pay for him. I will show you how much Mike Gardner's going for, but Howie Moran's is 90 speed, and you can manage with this card if that's something you're trying to do. He is 18,000, so, you know, depending on what you want. Do you want that 94 speed over the 90 speed? Pay the extra 10, but you can get 2 players for the price of Gardner, so you got to kind of what you want to do. Matt Sundin. This Matt Sundin's about to go for 3,000 coins, guys. 3,000 coins. I only have 2,900 because I spent all of my coins building this team, but if you had the 3,000, it is absolutely nuts that Matt Sundin just went for 3,500. It's unreal. He is really good, and I will be looking at him here in a second. Dale Hawerchuk, must get. Absolutely must get. 87 speed, 5'11". This is a card that's got 2 minutes left. I am going to throw a bid on it just because why not? I'm going to throw a 1,000 coin bid on it because I know that I'll be able to... Oh, never mind. Somebody else threw a 1,000 coin bid on it. Okay, I am going to throw an 1,100 coin bid on it just because I know if I do get it, I'm not going to get it, but if I do get it, I'll be able to flip that card very easily. Jeremy Roenick, another one with 87 speed, probably an absolute must-have on your team. If we look at his player information, his compare price, 87 speed, but if we look at his compare price, you can get this card for 8,000, and that's going to be an impact player for you. Good shooting, good speed, everything you need. Dale Hawerchuk is someone that I would strongly consider if you can. Marcel Dion, another one. This one is the replacement if you can't get your hands on a Mike Gardner because they're both right-handed, right? So you put Marcel Dion on your left wing instead of getting Mike Gardner, but if you get both, if you can get Gardner and Dion, you're laughing. Dion's got 77 faceoff. He's not going to be taking the dot for you, so he is a cheap replacement to Mike Gardner if you can't get him. There's a lot of them up. You can get him for 7,000, 6,000. You can get him for 6,000 instead of Mike Gardner's price, which we haven't got to yet. One that I am really happy and satisfied with is Mike Modano. Mike Modano's got 90 speed. 76 faceoff isn't the greatest, but he is 6'3", and he's got good shooting, good defensive awareness and everything, but he's also cheap. He's got the size and the speed, but oh my God, he's not cheap anymore. Scratch all of that. I got Mike Modano for 6K today. I can't wait to get it done and flip this card. Okay, scratch that. With Sundin, not Modano. Bob Gainey is also a great option for left wing. 85 speed, 6'2". His shooting's kind of low, but the speed, your shots are going to be crazy. Your shots are going to be all over the place, but the speed is what you're looking at. Bob Gainey is a good, cheap option as you can get him for 3K, and I think you can actually get him for less. I think I've seen him up for 1,000, 3,300. The 1,000 one's gone, but you can get him on there, and that's a good third, fourth liner for 1,000 coins. Another one that I wanted to show you right before I show you the Mike Gardner, because the Mike Gardner's aggressive, but Mike Gardner's worth it. I love him. He's on my team. Theo Fleury, 88 speed is a good option, and you can get Theo Fleury for 10K. That's actually not a bad price for 88 speed when you consider, like, you only need 20 cards. You can get 6 from moments. You can get 6 from objectives. You put those 12 on your team, and you go buy a couple of cards like this to be the difference maker, and you can get it done. Jeremy Roenick is one that I would strongly suggest if you can get him for cheap enough. Marcel Dion, Theo Fleury. There's so many to look at, guys, but then you got Mike Gardner. And Mike Gardner is probably the best option you can get, and that's 94 speed with mid-80 shooting, which is hard to find. The top-end speed with mid-shooting is hard to find, plus he's 6 foot, and he's got wheels. This card is the end-all to be-all, and his price tag shows it. If you buy this card, you need to commit yourself to getting done. 20,000 for this card, and it is actually crazy how much it dropped. So today when I was buying cards, this card was 35, 40,000. Now he's down to 20,000. That's crazy. You can get him for 19,000 right now. I would jump on that, guys, before things get out of hand, because this card is absolutely the best card you can get under the 81 and under category. I would go get that Mike Gardner immediately. Mike Gardner is 6 foot, has better shooting and better speed than Mike Modano, and this Mike Modano card is 10,000 coins more. Get the Gardner quickly, guys, quickly. Right now I am currently 5-3-1 I've had some good games, played some tough competition. Luckily, I haven't faced any 90 teams yet, but I'm sure they're coming. And this is the team I did it with. Apps is good, Dion's good, Sundin's good, Gardner, Madonna, Robitaille. Robitaille is one we actually didn't look at, so I'm going to go quickly pull up Robitaille because he is a stud. He's someone I've absolutely noticed on the ice. My defense is really weak, but I got Chara and he makes up for all of it. Let's go look at Robitaille before we end this video here, because Robitaille is another good one that I completely forgot about. And here is Luc Robitaille, 89 speed at 6'1", with 81 shooting, with 84 shooting accuracy. Not terrible. Like I said, I've used him and he's really good, and he is kind of on the cheap-ish side that you can go get him. Not bad. 11K is not bad compared to what we're seeing at 89 speed. So 89, 90, there's a lot of those out there. Mike Gardner's the 94 standout. And lastly, guys, 6'4", Danny Heatley, 90 speed, 86 shooting. This card is a weapon and unbelievably cheap at 6,000. Maybe even less. And 90 speed, 6,000 is unreal. He's actually the only one up for 6,000, so that's pretty crazy. I actually took a quick minute to go get the 6,000 I needed by quick selling some cards to get this Danny Heatley, because he's going to be that big of an impact. That is building a budget team, guys, in this event. Like, you can go get the massive cards. Those are some of the cards you need to keep this team cheap. And, you know, it's not free, no, but that 97 is going to be a great card, and go get some of those players because they're unreal. Thank you guys for watching this video. Get after this event, get those wins, at least 10. You should be focused on 10. But until next time, guys, ciao ciao.